Today on 07090, we'll find out what's the latest down in Trenton, what's on the radar with Chief Parizeau, and what the stars hold for your astrological signs. Stay tuned. 07090 starts right now. Down in Trenton, we go now to New Jersey Assemblyman and Westfield resident John Bramnick.
Thanks, Jamie. It's a pleasure to be with TV36, and I have the opportunity to update the TV viewers about what's happening in Trenton with respect to policy. But I also would like to bring you up to date as to what's going on in the fourth grades within our district, because recently I've had the opportunity to speak at a number of fourth grade classrooms throughout this district. And I thought I'd give you some of the ideas and suggestions I've received from fourth graders. Now, specifically, understand when I go into the fourth grade, I separate the class into the Assembly, the Senate, and I select one of the students to become the governor. So last week in Springfield, I selected a young lady to be governor, and I actually asked some other students to be their state trooper detail. And the state trooper detail stands behind the governor while the legislature, the fourth graders, come up with ideas. I also tell the state troopers to drive carefully and slowly when they're taking the governor around. So some of the suggestions I received, and I thought this was an interesting one, every time, this is a student from Springfield, every time we as legislators or governing bodies send out a tax bill, that we should enclose a sticker. So I said to the fourth grader, what do you mean a sticker? And he said, a smiley sticker on the tax bill. So at least when my parents are not happy, at least there's something smiling on the piece of paper. So it was an interesting idea. I haven't actually suggested it, but I haven't rejected it either. Now, in addition, there was a student who recently suggested that we actually have a Governor's Day. And we don't. We have President's Day. A Governor's Day would actually allow the state to celebrate and recognize all the former governors and the present governor. Now, that doesn't mean you get the day off, because we're not going to have any more days off in the state of New Jersey, but I think it's probably makes some sense, and I thought it was an interesting suggestion by this student in actually Westfield. And we are actually drafting a resolution to have Governor's Day. That would be bipartisan, because we've had both Republican and Democratic governors. And I think that's something that may actually gain some momentum in the state, and we're going to set it up for the day that fourth grader suggested it, which was October 23rd. So other than the fourth grade and my experience with the young politicians, now with the older politicians, as the chairman of the Republican Policy Committee, I've had the opportunity to tour this state and discuss one very important issue, and that is COA. COA means Council on Affordable Housing. Presently, the legislature, through the courts and as a result of a court decision, is beginning to mandate housing, and that means taking open space and building multiple family housing. We're trying to study this issue to avoid taking more of our open space and creating multiple family housing. What we'd like to do is improve the infrastructure that we already have, and we're studying models from other states so we can use what's already available. Structures that are close to mass transportation, not using green areas, and that we're working really hard on trying to avoid, let's say, destroying or further limiting our environmental beauty in the state. So, as all of you know, my office is in Westfield, and I also serve with Assemblyman Eric Munoz and Senator Tom Kane, and we're available to help you with constituents' problems as well as answering your questions. And you can reach us in our office in Westfield or in Summit. And I thank TV36 for this opportunity, and I'll give it back to Jamie.
Summer is right around the corner, and you know what that means. Time to get a bathing suit. But before you hit the gym to get bikini ready, make sure you stop by Town Hall to register for Memorial Pool.
I think the most important thing that we've accomplished is our $3 million renovation of our Memorial Pool. It took approximately 11 months to complete. We still do have a punch list, but I think the pool patrons and their guests had a great time at our facility, and we're set for the next 35 to 40 years. Most of our information is online at www.westfieldnj.gov/recreation. Our winter brochure has been out to the public for several months now. We have some continuing programs that go on year-round. Some of our new programs are our bowling program. We have an upcoming science workshop program through the Smarty Cats agency. We have a social etiquette program. We've got a dining manners program. Workshop for video creations, digital cartoon animation, and digital music video creations are some of the other programs that we have. We have art classes, we have exercise classes, and then one of our big programs that comes up annually that people can start registering for now is our Daddy-Daughter Dance, which will be held at La Fair on Route 22 in Mountainside, and that will be Friday, March the 20th.
And for more information, where can TV36 viewers go?
You can call us at the Recreation Department at 908-789-4080. Go online, www.westfieldnj.gov.
There's always something on the radar at the Westfield Police Department, and today Chief Parizeau gives us the 411 on the 911. Due to the economic recession, how has that affected crime rates here in the town of Westfield?
Recently we've had an increase of burglaries. As a matter of fact, over the last time, this same time last year, a 17% increase. And since October 1st, it's actually been a 100% increase over last year. So with the economy, you know, getting bad, I mean, people are coming from different areas and they're going into the home, stealing jewelry and money if they can find it.
All right. What should our Westfield TV36 viewers, our citizens here in Westfield, what should they do in order to protect themselves and their property?
Well, we obviously can't be in front of every house, so we really need the people of Westfield to be our eyes and ears. And they shouldn't feel nosy looking at their neighbors. I mean, if they see somebody knocking at their neighbor's door and maybe walk around the back or a strange car, give us a call at our main number, 789-4000. And some of these burglars will knock on your door and they'll ask you, like, just, you know, they're pretending to look for an old residence, because what they're doing is they're looking to see if somebody's home. And then if there is no one home, then they go around back and break the door. So, you know, a strange car, maybe with somebody in it, or even a, you know, car driving slow, get the plate, give us a call, and we'll come out and take a look. Okay,
and what about senior citizens here in the town of Westfield? Any advice for them?
Well, this is a time of year where the roads are very dark, and we've had, unfortunately, over the past few years, a few fatalities. And one thing in common was that all the victims wore all dark clothing at night. And myself, I've driven out there, and you come up to a crosswalk, and you don't see some of the people to the last second. So it may not be in style, but, you know, wear something bright and assume that the cars don't see you, because you may have the right to, as a pedestrian, to walk across the street, but that's not going to help you if you get hit by a car. So just be very careful out there, and, well, you know, wear something bright, and I think you should be okay.
And I'm assuming that also does apply in the center of town as well.
Yeah, especially downtown, because that's where the most traffic is, you know, and the people are looking at the lights, they're looking at the street signs, so they're less apt to see you maybe step out in front. So we wish everyone to be very careful.